We all know a sharpened weapon is a hunter's best friend, but I must also emphasize the importance of medicine and tools.
You're here to see the Kallar heart, aren't you? Isn't it beautiful to behold?
But you'd better not touch it with your bare hands. It might turn your skin green, or cause you to grow tentacles. Of course, the probability of that is infinitesimally small. Actually,
All right, stop scaring people, Dila. Please let me introduce... I know, it's surprising. She's much younger than people expect, but she is the most gifted medium Vidarin has ever had.
you must be the spirited hunter who killed the Blood Gorg. Hila won't shut up about you. She says you're valiant and powerful and kind of a cutie, but that you can also be ridiculously slow about some things.
Why don't you talk about the Kallar heart, Dila? Something you actually know about?
Of course, of course. Even the most potent of hunters may not know the mysteries of the Kallar. Before it was discovered by our Vidarin forebears, the Kallar heart was concealed beneath ancient ruins. If we hadn't found it, we would still be living in constant terror, hunted mercilessly by Ekor's beasts. The heart enables our people to use Kallar, a mysterious energy that molds and animates all living things. It exists within the earth and within all life. With Kallar, we are able to stand our ground against the beasts. Our forefathers built Vidarin on this ruin, surrounding the Kallar heart. Hunters, mediums, and artisans come together to support the tribe. It grants insight and wisdom to the Kallar mediums. It gives imagination and skill to artisans. It fills the hunters with courage and strength. One could say that the Kallar heart infuses Vidarin with its very lifeblood. Our tribe wouldn't stand a chance without it. We'd be defenseless against... Come to think of it, if our Kallar heart were taken from us, Vidarin hopes and dreams would be taken as well.
Don't mind her. She gets a little carried away sometimes. I shouldn't have... Anyway, nobody could possibly steal the Kallar heart. Come on, Dila. You know that 3 special tokens are needed to remove it from its pedestal. And the tokens are fiercely guarded by the chief hunter, the chief artisan, and by you, the high priestess. Not even the most extraordinary thief could pull that off.
Have some roast meat, my friend. Wait a second. You're the young ups. Listen, friend. How about doing me a little favor? I'm in need of some ingredients for a new recipe. But don't worry, you won't have to travel too far. Everything I need is listed right here. And you should be able to find it all in...
living on a hunt. Well, my Thisbys can give you a magnificent creatures, aren't they? In addition, trained Thisbys can transmit messages through Kallar waves, and...
Caught one. Caught another one. I've got 3 of them. That should be enough. Now it's time to get some meat. A bulwark? That should be plenty for a hearty meal. I collected all the ingredients Kent needs. Time to head back.
That's everything I need. Let's see. Russer gall, bulwark fat. Oh! What's going on? That sounds like it's coming from...
What's happening? I have a bad feeling about this.
Now it seems that the Kallar heart is missing.
How is this possible? How could the Kallar heart have disappeared from under our noses? The token, you say? Yes, of course I have it. Look, it is right here. That's ridiculous. Don't just stand there. Start investigating.
Perhaps I should check out the Kallar terminal. Maybe I'll find something there. What is this spore? There's another one here. I've never seen these before. Wait, these spores are contaminated with Kallar. Maybe Gila can help me understand this.
I can't believe it! The heart is actually missing? You found spores contaminated with Kallar? I remember now.
The Caledanians? I should...
The Caledanians are the natives who inhabit the Forest of Ancients. They rarely interact with us, but I'm sure these spores come from the They use the spores in religious rituals to induce a trance-like state. They believe it brings them closer to their goddess. These spores are used by the Caledonians in religious rituals to induce a trance-like state. They believe it brings them closer to their goddess. But how could they have removed the heart without the 3 token? Wait! I remember being told of a legend, but she said the Kaladin priests had a special technique to convert the heart. Maybe that's how the thief did it.
I knew those Kaladins wouldn't stay hidden in their woods forever. We must inform the village elder. If those forest-bound savages...
Are you going to the Forest of Ancients? I'm ready to accompany you. Don't... So, he may be a Cheeburb, but he's actually just as strong as you are. This is the helper I told you about.
Pleasure to meet you, Vidarin. As you can see, I'm a Cheeburb warrior. I may be different from the rest, but I'm a Cheeburb through and through.
My friend wants to take a trip to the Forest of Ancients to prevent,
The Forest of Ancients? That's a dangerous place. But I'd do anything to keep us. After all, no one knows them. You should be aware that taking the life of a conscious being with a soul will head out as soon as you're ready.
This is your first adventure to so distant a place.
So, you are the youngster who took down the Blood Gorg? You can't keep using that old weapon of yours. Vidarin, I can forge your weapons to improve their attributes and unlock new forms. Now that we're done with your weapon, whether you're going to the Forest of Ancients, the Volnar Valley, or anywhere beyond Vidarin, come with me, and I'll...
Looks like don't expect to be welcomed by the Forest of Ancients. But don't worry. She has lived in the forest for years. She knows Asgady's been quite active in the area near Vidarin of late. Her camp should be easy to find, but you may find her a bit odd in the way she appears and interacts. There is no time to lose. You must set off immediately.
It's too quiet. Feels like someone is watching us.
But I don't feel anything.
I'd trust a warrior's instincts if I were you.
A medium's senses are more reliable. We have the eyes of a Thisbe and the ears of a Russer. Neither a breeze in the leaves nor the rustling of the grass escapes my... Let's talk things out.
Who dares trespass on this?
And at Seaburb.
You are not welcome here.
No, we won't leave until we get the Kallar heart.
Only the most foolish of thieves would announce their plot so brazenly. What makes you think that...
Thieves? Steal? What on Ekors are you talking? We're here to get our Kallar heart back. How do we know it wasn't you who stole our holy relic?
Your holy relic is worthless to us Vidarans. Your abuse of Kallar has tainted the Kallar heart. Your presence is a desecration of Kallar. If...
Like she said, we aren't leaving until we get the...
There's no need for unnecessary... But heed my words, strangers. I will keep an eye on you.
These Caledanians are hiding something, I know it. Darn it! I can't sense the Kallar heart's presence, but my intuition... Don't look at me like that. I'm a medium. And a medium's into... By the way, who was it that Denor mentioned? Was it Skady? Is that Skady?
Pick up the beast first, then ask her yourself.
foolish beast.
Thanks. I wouldn't have survived if you hadn't shown up. But wait, why are you here? Oh, I'm Skady, by the way. I'm a Vidaran adventurer. Actually, you know my name. Village Elder Denner told you to come, right? Wait. But if you're asking me whether this has anything to do with Kaladin, I don't have an answer for you. In any event, if you're gonna... Did you run into Ato and his people? Many years have passed since the last war between the two tribes. After all, the two tribes' beliefs about Kallar keep them. The Vidarans use Kallar almost all the time. Only a few clerics can use it on a limited basis. And only with the permission of the
Nameless goddess? Is that the god the Kallar...
That's right. She is their supreme deity. They believe that Kallar and every ordinary people of flesh and blood, whether Vidaran or Kaladanian, must not taint the sacred Kallar. To do so, Ato and the others are preparing the annual prayer ritual. It's the most important religious event for Kaladanians. When they pray for good weather, the ceremony is the only time of year when they take out their most holy relic.
It's understandable that they're worried about the theft of their Kallar heart. That calls for... But Kallar is a natural thing. It certainly isn't created by any god. No.
Maybe you're right. But I have both Vidaran and Kaladanian.
Oh, that's not what I meant.
Don't worry. As a bicultural individual, I'm used to it. What I'm trying to say is that I know the nameless goddess worshipped by the Kaladanians does exist. Even if she's not necessary.
She exists? How can you be so
Because I've seen her with my own eyes.
You've seen her?
Yes. I once saw the figure of the nameless goddess in an old, abandoned temple. She looks both Vidaran and Kaladanian.
Are you sure that it wasn't a dream?
I was in a terrible state at the time, but I'm sure it wasn't a dream, much less an illusion. But it's a long story. What the Kallar heart is what you should be most concerned about. I'm prepared to be your guide. After all, you saved my life. It was left to me by a dear friend who passed away.